Alrighty. We are live once again. Thank you all once again for tuning into this. Make sure to continue those donations coming for such a great cause. Continuing with the Disney block, the Disney Capcom block, we have Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers. I'm going to quick hit my reset button because in this game, we're going to wait for the demo to start playing. What that's going to do is it's going to lock in the RNG, so there will be no RNG. The enemy patterns will always be the same. The boss patterns will always be the same. So now the demo plays, I can press start, and I can choose my character. And thanks to all of your generous donations, Dale won by a $140 margin. So Dale is going to be our character for Chip 'n Dale 1. Make sure to keep those donations coming in for Chip 'n Dale 2. And we're going to be playing the All Zones category and get started in 3, 2, 1, go. So Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers is one of the most popular speedruns on the NES. If you look at speedrun.com, where a lot of the NES games are stored, it is third behind only SMB 1 and SMB 3. So a very popular NES speedrun. In terms of number of players. So, very popular. A lot of us had this game as a kid. This was the game I actually beat the most on the NES as a kid. I beat this game 32 times. I used to keep a record of every time I beat a game in a notebook, and this one had the most tally marks next to it with 32. I can't find that notebook anymore. I'd love to find it again, but I do always remember I beat this game 32 times as a kid. Now I play it as an adult and I speedrun it, and this is arguably, as I give myself a concussion there, arguably my best speedrun among my many speedruns. I do hold the world record in the All Zones category of this game, and just yesterday, I got a new PB in the any percent category, tying second place, only 0.3 seconds away from the any percent world record. So, Zone 1, or Zone 0, I should say, pretty straightforward. We just went through it, do some climbs. We got these bonus stages, which is nice if you're a casual player. You can collect these 1-ups, and there's a 1-up after every bonus stage. So it's a great speed run to get into. Not too difficult to beat. I'm gonna have to improvise there. I missed my box early in the level. I had 2 opportunities to grab a box and I missed both of them. That climb is really hard, so I had to forget what I was saying there. But a really great speedrun to get into if you're new to speedrunning. It's very generous on the 1-ups. It's not super complicated. The mechanics are great. These box throwing mechanics are awesome. You can carry a box around everywhere with you if you want, and if you see an enemy, just throw the box at them. There's lots of acorns and stuff to refill your health. Non-flashing acorn will refill 1 health at the top left, those hearts. And a flashing one will refill all 3 of them, and that's the scariest spot in the whole speedrun right there. You're trying to make that jump and land on the ledge, but not get hit by the tennis ball that the kangaroo is throwing at you, and I just shorted that jump. There we go, got it the second time. And we're gonna damage boost off of him. In this game, when you take damage, you will bounce in the opposite direction that you're facing. So I have to press left just before I hit the enemy so it boosts me to the right. And now we've got Zipper once again. This is our friend Zipper here, the green little fly or bee or whatever it is. He gives us invincibility and will kill all the enemies for us. So that was Zone C. We don't see Zone A or Zone C in the any percent run, but because we're doing the All Zones run, we, of course, are going through all of the zones. Now we're going to go up to Zone B. Zone B is notorious for the water taps. The water tap section is very, very difficult to do fast. It's not easy, or it's easy to do slow, but it's difficult to do fast. So I carry this box with me because any action with the box will turn the taps 1 time. You need to turn each tap 3 times. And you see me jump after each one. That's because the water despawns from top to bottom. If I were to just run after I turn the taps off and I ran straight forward, the water would still be there at the bottom, and I would run into the water. So that's why I jump after each one, so I jump over the top of the water as it's despawning from top to bottom. Now we're coming up with a spaceship. This is the hardest boss in the game. But let's see if we can do the fast kill on him. Oh yeah, we got him. And I don't have to take that damage there. I just like to do it because it's cool to see Dale in his like damage animation. All right, we are going on to Zone X. Oh, sorry, I mean Zone D. I don't know why I call it Zone X, but we're going into Zone D. Got the Jack-in-the-Boxes. We're in the toy store here, and we're just gonna kill the Jack-in-the-Box. Damage through the next two, and that's a good room one. I see all of my irregulars throwing in the memes here. I love it. So, in this game, you can make very good use of diagonals. I'm holding up and right for this whole room, because I'm going to throw the box up and move right, and it is able to... If you just hold up and right, it works for all the different mechanics. Oh, I missed the damage boost there. That's okay. Just a small time loss. Those climbs are really hard to do. If you, on these climbs, if you jump too high, you'll go above the ledge you're trying to land on, and you'll waste a few frames, because you'll go too far above it, and then have to come back down and land on it. So you're trying to release the jump button as soon as you get high enough to finish a ledge, and then repress the A button as fast as possible. So climbs are really hard to do fast. And you'll see in Chip 'n Dale 2, the climb mechanic, is, while it's the same, it's a little bit different. It's, oops, I went to Zone F before I went to Zone E. I was supposed to go to Zone E, but we'll go to Zone E afterward. It doesn't really matter the order you do them. It is a little bit faster to do E before F. So we damaged through those marbles there, and we got a cool mechanic here where we can jump and go right through the ball. If you jump and throw a box, it'll give you a few iframes. And those few iframes were enough to carry us through that marble there. Or steel ball, or I don't know what you call it. So we're just gonna keep climbing, wait for these pipes to spawn. And that's a good Zone F. Now we gotta remember to go up to Zone E. I've been grinding any percent, so I forgot I had to go up to Zone E after Zone D. Now we'll go up to Zone E. This is the Minecraft stage, and you'll see why. If any of you have watched Carl Jobst's YouTube videos, he's been talking about Minecraft on some of them. Well, you'll see what I'm referencing here in just a moment, but we got a couple Minecraft references here. This is the original Minecraft. First of all, the boat, which I just missed. I was too quick dropping into it. What's Minecraft? The boat is the most useful tool in Minecraft, and so we're just gonna go across the water here in the boat. And then, we gotta grab the hammer and just start beating through this section here. I don't even know what this stuff is, but it poofs out of the way. Great, I gave myself a concussion. That was awesome. Concussion Dale. And now we're coming up to an electric fish. This is the hardest boss in the game, or I should say, in the all zone speedrun. I said the Zone B boss was the hardest. That's in the 80% run. That's the hardest boss in the all zone speedrun. Sort of. If you get the first hit down, it's not too bad. But if you miss the first hit, it's definitely the hardest boss. We're just gonna take a little detour here. Apparently I got a phantom diagonal pressing down. Went down right. The right priority there. Alright. So, we are in Zone G. G for gamble, because we are in the casino. This is the easiest level of the speedrun. Nothing too crazy here. You just gotta know the path to take. Yeah, I didn't, the one thing I will say is, I know we're, supporting a great cause here, and this is a really good block of games. A lot of great kid games we played as kids, and they're all based off of cartoons and stuff. So this is just really cool to be opening with this, but Definitely we got some gambling going on here, so I don't know about that. Alright, and now we're up to the boss of Zone G. And we'll just, for fun, take some damage on that tack as we die. Alright, and now Dale's gonna be such a gentleman and give Gadget some flowers. That is so adorable. We're gonna take a rocket ship to the other part of the chipmunk world and go to Zone H. You know, this is also great for teaching the alphabet because obviously the alphabet goes 0A, 0A, C, B, D, F, E, right? That's your ABCs. Now we're coming up to the climb. I was going for a damage boost there to get to the next ledge and I missed it. That's okay. It's really hard to do. It's like pixel and frame perfect almost. And we gotta do a jump throw there. That throw upward of that box will slow us down by like 2 or 3 frames, which is just enough to let that enemy get out of the way for us. If we had gone full speed, we would have run into the enemy. So we had to lose like 2 or 3 frames there. Look, we got a 1-up star. Oh, and we just got it. So if you collect 50 flowers, these flowers here, it'll spawn one of those 1-up stars. Also, if you collect 10 regular stars, the 10th one will be a 1-up star. So this game is super generous with 1-ups. We're gonna damage boost off this pelican. You can actually perfectly clear jump those pelicans, but you have to be frame perfect and you have to have good subpixel luck. The subpixels in this you cannot control, so it's not worth going for the perfect pelican jumps. Instead, we just damage boost off of them. So we're in the slow of the fans here. I'm not a fan of the fans, but they're not too hard. You can jump throw those boxes at the pelican. You have to hit them on their feet. If you hit them in the mouth, they will catch the box and they'll throw it back at you and give the chipmunk a concussion. We definitely don't want to get more concussions. We already had one with the hammer. So we're coming up to the caterpillar. There's an audio cue that I'll use to throw the first throw on this ball, and we call it the throw and go. Throw and go. So it's like dun 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 dun, throw and go. All right, Zone J has the best music in the game. Y'all better get ready to jam. I want to see those rockin' jammin' emotes. We're gonna go for all the crazy world record strats. Damage boost through that one. Damage boost through that one. I was a little short there, that's okay. We'll grab an acorn in this next room. Gonna have to wait out the enemy here. We'll just hop up and down for a little bit. Alright, we got our acorns, we are good to go. These are the world record axes. Damage boost, skip. Damage boost. Oh, and I just missed that last one. That's really tough to do. Those are almost frame perfect inputs, 4 in a row. They're all 2-frame windows, and on that last one, I have to press A and B on the exact same frame together, on the right frame. Alright, so we're not gonna get the world record axes, no big deal. We will just carry on through. One more climb. Turn off some switches. Don't forget the acorn. That's the rudest acorn in the game right there, because you need it, but it's very easy to leave behind, and then you lose your speed run right at the very end of the whole run. And... wah! And time! We just beat Fat Cat. We just beat Chippendale all zones. And you have to scroll through the text, otherwise it doesn't count. No, I'm just kidding. It actually, time stops when you get the 5th hit on Fat Cat, but I like to joke that you gotta scroll all the way through the text here. Alrighty. And that is Chippendale 1. Now, and that's the one I'm really good at. Now we're going to go to the one I'm not so good at, Chippendale 2. But I do know the run, it is fun. And we're going to have a little bit of adventure with Chippendale 2. So I'm going to throw it back to RGL TV and we'll figure out which character I'm going to play as for Chippendale 2.